What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Hat Talk Live. We are live again on YouTube. It is September the 28th, 2023, and we are back. We'll wait till we get some people in here and we will get the party started. Hopefully, everybody is having a great night tonight. It's our second show here on YouTube. I'm testing out something different for the next little bit here, so bear with me. If it's hopefully it's working, hopefully it's clear. I'll see your comments in the chat and welcome in. We'll give it about 15 minutes before we go live on Instagram. We have a big show tonight, as we always do. I got a lot of things to talk about, and hopefully the people show up. I took a little bit of a break, and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about some recent pickups. The Orlando event is coming up. Got a bunch of stuff. Bunch of stuff is happening, and pretty exciting time to be around in Hat Talk Live Army. So we will talk about everything, but in the first 15 minutes, it's basically just like a little pre-show that I'm going to do just to make sure everything is working and everything, and getting everything all situated. What's going on, Jenny Wilson? I see you in the house already. Welcome in. We the ones. And hopefully I'm coming through crystal clear. This new format that I'm using with the StreamYard is going to be a little bit less quality, but it does give me the ability to do some other things. So what's going on, Mouse Cop? I see you in here also. Welcome in, everybody. And so it's there's some trade-offs. So I mean, I'm a little bit less quality, but there's some other quality features that I can do on this format. So that's what we're going to test it out tonight and see if it works. And if it doesn't, then I'll just do something else. So that's all right. But that's how it goes. So how's everybody doing out there? I hope everybody's having a great night tonight. How's the past 2 weeks been for everybody? Sorry, I couldn't do the show. We'll talk about that. I see we got 6 million already in here, an early 6. Hopefully they come in at 9, fast and furious. Hopefully I didn't lose everybody. But we needed a break. Needed to take a little break. Take a step back. What's going on? Happy to be a guinea pig. What's going on, Angie? And the hair is still blonde. I'm back. Still got the blonde hair, so gonna get touched up next week before we head to Orlando for the event in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from tonight, we'll be talking a lot about that. Test a couple things out for you guys while we wait for people to get in here. A little slower start to Hat Talk Live. So I got a little ticker on the bottom. This would have been good when I had the code. I could have had the code scrolling across the bottom and everything. Sorry if it's bouncy. My table is a little, the way I got this set up, when I touch anything, it's a little bounce to it. So what's going on, Gio? We got 10 million in here already. Look at that. People do know what time it is. A little early, but a little pre-show action for your ass. So hopefully everybody is able to comment. I can't really tell who's in here until you comment in the chat. So make sure you make yourself visible and everything. And thank you, Angie. Yeah, I'm going to keep the blonde for a little bit. I'm going to keep it, I think. It's going to stick around for a little while longer, I think. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I've got mostly good feedback. I mean, the wife likes it, and that's the one that counts the most. So, I mean, I like it. Whatever. What's going on, Lauren? See you all in here. Appreciate you guys. 13 million creeping on in here. I appreciate you guys watching tonight. Again, this is a little slow start. We're not getting the full energy yet. Yeah. I can't play any music on here, Crazy Hawk, but you get the picture. I'm back. My voice is a little. I didn't hit that as good as I could, but we'll hit it in Orlando after having a few beers. We'll hit the Eric Bischoff song together. Yes, the wife is saying we're excited for Orlando. That's definitely it's a long time coming. We are very much looking forward to that. And a lot of people were questioning after the little hiatus that I just had taken if the Orlando event was still going to be a go. It is a go. It is a go. We're not backing out on Orlando. We're still going to do the event. Gio says we're doing a couple shots and I'll be singing just right. We'll see about that, Gio. We'll see. I got a long weekend to get through. Don't get me too wrecked on Friday night. I got to be a good host. I got to be on my best behavior for the most part. But we'll have fun. That's a promise. We'll definitely have some drinks together. That's for sure. So, um, looking forward to meeting some of the people that I'm going to meet for the first time. Crazy Hawk, Geo. I met Jenny and Sean in Vegas back in February. It's been a while since I've seen them, so it's going to be good to see them too. Lots of people coming back from previous events. K Dizzle and Brittany will be there. Geo and Jilly Girl and Dave will be there. There's charisma in the house. It's time to get awesome. So welcome in. We'll hopefully 9 o'clock. It seems like we are getting a little bit bigger numbers on the last one, but so yeah. Well, you're looking at the wife is looking at mimosa places. So thank you very much, Charisma. It's good to be back. Good to be back. Feels a little different. I got to warm up a little bit. I'm not quite. I'm a little rusty already. I can't tell, like, because this doesn't mirror. Like, I feel like I'm like fixing my hat, and then it's not like how I want it to be. The one thing I noticed when I was rewatching this was that I'm now like, you can read the farm, like, whereas Instagram everything was backwards. So like you're now seeing like the actual, like if you were standing in front of me view, like in person, everything is like, and I like that so much more because it was so shitty. I feel like when everything was backwards. So you got let me know what you think. I can't see how you don't think that that's a better, and everything. You get a wider view. You can watch it on your TV. It's clearer. It's better audio. I thought the audio came through really good last week. So hopefully it's coming through. You guys let me know feedback, let me know if there's anything that I can improve and everything. I'm trying to put out the best quality stream that I can. Still got about 9 minutes before we go live on Instagram. And I'm only going to go live on Instagram for a little while longer too. Like I'm going to try and merge this into just YouTube because it's a lot to manage two things. So I'm going to try and do this just, just on YouTube. So it's a much better format. And Charisma, I did find a way. This is the format that I figured out I can take guests. So in the future, when we decide to do something, maybe with the podcast, or when you decide to come on Hat Talk Live, we will be able to do that. So I'm trying to see if anybody comments or anything, if I can see it, because I made the screen the full view. So, and I haven't seen any comments come through. Appreciate all 13 million of you in here watching. And it's not seeing. Oh, yep. No, it's not showing me the chat when I go full screen. So let me test this out. Somebody comment something. Let me see if this works. Because I want to see the chat while I'm on the screen here. Nope. Not seeing it. Nope. Can't see it. So I'll have to keep it in this view. That's one disadvantage. It looks like it says it would show me in the corner, but it's not showing me in the corner. So the only way I can see the comments is like, if you see, I'm looking like now I'm looking at the camera, like right now, like the comments are here. So if I'm looking like I'm side viewing it, there's Kendra. What's going on, Kendra? So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. You're going to hear me say that a lot. It helps if you're subscribed. Make sure that you are clicking the notification bell. Make sure you're liking the videos and everything. And definitely viewing the video again if you want to rewatch it or anything. All this stuff helps in the algorithm of YouTube and everything. So I appreciate all that stuff. Tristan, yeah, definitely we'll talk. We'll talk. Probably give me like probably until after the Orlando event, and then we'll talk and we'll set something up where we can create something, because I definitely got ideas. So that'll be cool. Thank you to her for doing that. Everyone is now oh yeah. I get it. Can't see me. So little pre-show, get to see the behind the scenes, what's going on before, just going over the notes. Let's do like we'll talk about a little rundown. I'll give you guys some ideas of what I'm going to talk about tonight, so then you guys can be prepared with your questions and stuff. Um, Again, we're going to talk about the first time of taking a break. We'll talk about the little break. We got the Orlando event coming up in 2 weeks. We'll talk about that. We will go through the normal, link tree, follow on Instagram, got the Goran Bros fans group on Facebook. We'll talk about rodeo a little bit. The capsule that dropped last Thursday. I'm going to talk about the Doge mail in. I got some little bit of info back on that. We're talking about scammers tonight. Scammers have been big this past few weeks because people allow shit to go on that shouldn't be allowed to go on. I can talk about Nordstrom for you, Crazy Hawk. I did mean to actually add that to my list, and I will add that to my list because I had forgotten to add that to my list. We'll talk about this week's Friday drop, which I've gotten a lot of feedback from you guys messaging me that are excited about this drop this week. And we'll talk about the past couple Friday drops. And actually the past 3 Friday drops, since I haven't been around for those the past 2, and also the mystery box that dropped on September 8th. So a lot to talk about. And you're not the only one, Jenny. You're not the only one. I haven't either. So last thing I bought, I'll show tonight. I'll show I'll show it right when we start. Sloppy is the last thing that I actually have purchased. So I haven't bought anything in a while. So, but I think that's going to change soon, probably tomorrow, because tomorrow looks like something pretty decent. So we will see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I can't judge my purchases based off of seeing a tenth of the hat like some people can, but we'll see tomorrow. We'll see if they drop some fire. And not that the past 2 weeks weren't fire, they just weren't hats that were for me. And that's why we'll talk about that too. So back to back, kind of more on the feminine side drops, I feel, the past 2 weeks. So they weren't really something that I was gonna rock. So that's why I kind of passed on them. And I was also kind of in a mood. So yeah, we need to see. You got to see the hat before we make purchases. So, but almost 9. We'll get ready for the Instagram people that are still watching us on Instagram. They'll get the side piece view. Hopefully people figured out. I don't know if Jilly's in here watching yet. If she's figured out her chat issues that she had 2 weeks ago. But they'll get the side piece. They can get the side piece view instead. At least they got something, I did grab this one too. That's another. I got this like the day, was it like the day before, or no, the same day as Sloppy. These dropped that same Friday, I believe it was 9/8. They dropped the mystery box that day too. Or maybe not. No, did they drop these? I don't even remember. So much going on. So much going on. All right, we'll get the regular scheduled show started at 9 here. We'll give it a couple more minutes, and you guys are ready for what I'm going to talk about and everything. So definitely shout out your feedback and your comments and everything, and we'll go from there. We'll take it from there, and we'll do a good show tonight. We'll see how it goes. So it's our welcome back show, and get back into the swing of things, because it's going to be we're back and we're here to stay now. So we're in for the long haul. Got less than a minute. How many of you guys are going to watch on Instagram too? Do you guys got double screen experiences going on? I feel like the chat is slower on this format, because I feel like it was like super quick on the other, like on the regular YouTube. But I'm using StreamYard. As you can see, it's powered by StreamYard. So I got the little ticker. You guys, can you see that stuff? You see the host thing, and you can see the little ticker on the bottom. So All right. Looks like we're almost ready to go here. So we'll get ready. You guys get to see the behind the scenes. This is what happens right before we go live on Instagram. They got the little side piece view, and we'll do this. We'll do this. Ready? You guys ready? All right, let's do it. Oh, that didn't work. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Hat Talk Live. It is September the 28th, 2023, and we are back. We'll wait till we get some people in here, and we've already got some people watching on YouTube. So if you are already, watching on YouTube, congratulations, welcome in, and we'll wait for the Instagram people to pop in too, and we will see them watching as well. So welcome in, everybody. It's Hat Talk Live, and see, you guys got to come over to YouTube because the real party's going on over in YouTube. We got so many people joining in on Instagram. Apparently, you guys didn't get the memo. We're on YouTube, and it's a much clearer view. It's a much better experience. So come on over and let's watch the better and subscribe. Subscribe on YouTube. And I know some people are out and about, so that's okay. If you can't watch on YouTube, I understand. But I'm only going to do the show on Instagram for a little while longer. Then I'm going to switch it over fully to YouTube. So hopefully that's what I'm planning to do. But there will be some shows on Instagram from time to time as well, because it is a portable way to do it. So welcome in. It's Hat Talk Live. We're back. We'll kick the show off as we always do. Let's talk about some new pickups. You'll see me looking at two screens because I got two cameras going on and at two different chats. So it's a lot to manage, and that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to focus it on the one. But between the two, we got a good, decent crowd in here. So let's get this show started, all right? So let's go back, way back. 3 weeks ago, Friday drop, we had Sloppy. And I really, really did like this one a lot. When I got it in hand, I liked it even more. We definitely, the colors, me, I like the black and white. That's one of the things that I gravitate towards. I like the black and white hats. I can't get enough black and white. And this one definitely delivered. Some people had some mixed feelings of this one on the Friday drop when it did drop, but I kind of disagree. I think this one is fire. So first I'll do the review, then I'll put it on head and let you guys see it on my head. I'll probably wear it for the rest of the show, actually. So you got that sloppy dog drooling on there, crystal clear. You can see on the YouTube. You can see it over here. It's backwards on the Instagram cam, the side piece. And you got that dog drooling, white trim around a blacked out patch, sloppy and white on that patch. And it's got that drip. Some people were, thinking that this was some other kind of fluid. It's drool. Come on, guys. It's not what come on, it's not what you're thinking. So, and if it was, it would still be cool anyway. So you got sloppy, you got that drip, drool drip, black brim, white drip on there. It looked, again, this is very reminiscent of those Scott Hall tights that we had back in the 90s, early 2000s even. Jilly's made it into the YouTube. She can chat in the YouTube. So you guys, I'm going to tell you, I got 17 million people watching on Instagram. Come on over to the YouTube. It's a much better experience. Crystal clear, Big T over there. So if you want, you can stay on the side piece, but you're not getting the full experience. You know what I mean? The side piece is only getting like a little bit of the action over here. Like the YouTube is getting like the full relationship over here. So side piece gets McDonald's. Like you don't take the side piece out for steak dinners and shit. You know what I mean? Like that's for the relationship. Like you ain't taking the side piece on vacations. You're like side piece. Sorry, I'm going on vacation with this one here. Anyway, back to the hat. Black and white alternating. Actually, one side is all black. The one side you got like that one panel in the back that is the white panel. Elevated mesh. I love always when they do the alternating snap in the back. They got that white and black snap on the back side of there. You got that farm tag in red. It makes it pop even more when it's in another color like that. You do have the elevated sweatband in there. And for you tag watchers, distinguished gentlemen, I haven't seen him in here yet tonight. We do have that white limited circulation tag, and it did come with the white hangy tag in the back. So very nice. I will put it on. Oh, I just want to mention too, a different kind of material underneath the brim on this one too. It says, 98% polyester or whatever, but this is like almost like, it's like a textured feel to it. I don't know what to call it. I mean, but it's definitely, it's a definite different feeling material than I've seen in the past under the brims and on these hats. So this is a material that I have not seen yet. So it feels nice. It feels like good texture and everything. And like there is a little bit of a like this isn't all one. I don't know if you guys can see it on the Instagram. Oh, I'm missing so many comments on here. So many comments. I'm sorry, guys. John, everybody's on YouTube, bro. Everybody's on YouTube. That's why there's only 15 million on this side. Hat Talk Live, links in my story. Come on over. Shanice is dying laughing. Yup, YouTube channel, bro. YouTube. See, gotta get these people used. 25 million over on YouTube. Come on over to YouTube. The party's coming, getting hot. I want to show the texture. Like you can see the drip is a little bit elevated. You're probably seeing that better on this YouTube screen than you are on the Instagram screen. So it's almost like they kind of like did like a white material cutout to like get this drip onto the hat. Because like you do feel like that little bit of a bump as when you're feeling it with your hand, that little texture on there. So it's very nice. I do like this one a lot. Is it in my top 10? It's close. This one's close. It's on the fence. I'll have to see. Big T and HD, Hunter saying. So come on over. We got 26 million over on YouTube. We'll make it 38 million if I get all 12 of you guys over there. So let me check out the blonde hair. Still blonde. I'll put the sloppy on. Check it out in the side piece over here. Now my looking side piece. And I also did pick up one of the acronym hat. The acronym hat. So I picked up one of these. Basically just a foam hat. This foam, black foam, kind of similar to the food capsule that dropped. Got that farm acronym in red, keep on trucking in white. And you got that little, the castle on the side there with the red trim on it. All black, core mesh, black snap in the back, red tag, farm in the back. I believe it says, yep, farm in the back. Very, very nice. So, yep, dared keep kids off of drugs. Yep, there's Luis Hernandez. Welcome in. Yo, there's distinguished gentleman. What's going on, buddy? So I had to get this one. I actually gave one of these away in my Goran, when they came to my February Las Vegas event, they actually gifted the set to somebody at my February event. So I had to pick one of these up. I did kind of like it. So I was like, you know what? I got to get one. So for myself, because I just needed it. So definitely, again, and then with black hats, black, red, and white goes with so many sneakers. I mean, there's sneakers over here that'll match with this easy. So had to grab that. So that's the Goran pickups in the past few weeks. We can talk about the other drops. I don't really have, I can show you guys on Instagram. I can see, this is one advantage of the Instagram still, is I haven't figured out on YouTube how to do some things. So let me show you guys on Instagram. Do I not even have last Friday's drop? I might not even have it. So I don't have it. It was, let's go back we'll go back further than that. So 2 weeks ago, Friday drop was quick. And it was pink hat. I don't know how to show you guys I can't show you guys. You guys know what it looks like anyway, right? So quick, pink bunny, light pink, dark pink trim. Got the quick text on a white patch, brown bunny on there. It was pink and then dark pink mesh in the back. Not my style. Be honest. Not a bad hat. It's not that it's a bad hat or anything. Just wasn't for me. Wasn't something I needed. So had to pass on that one. So that was the 15th, I believe. And then the 23rd, which was last Friday. Am I off on dates? I don't know if I'm right on that date. Yeah, the 15th, no, 9/22 was duck lips. So that was last week. Duck lips was like a duck with the lips. Kisses all over the crown and the brim. Why this chat is not moving over here. I'm sorry, guys. Killing is over here. See, this is tough to manage two things because, yeah. Some people are over here. I'm on YouTube too, so I'm just trying to do dual screens here. So what did you guys think? I mean, it's, again, not bad hats, just not something I was going to rock or need in the collection. So I did pass on the past couple weeks. We also did have the rodeo capsule drop last Thursday, and Ride or Die also sold out. So within a week, it was already gone, I think on Tuesday, I believe. So mixed feelings on the rodeo. They were different. They weren't the normal, like, with the normal patch. They had a wider patch, like a kind of screen printed patch. Some people were saying pass on last Friday. They're saying pass on rodeo. Distinguished is saying he did get duck lips and quick. Not bad, just a pass. Just Mouse Cop is saying, I'm not seeing these different names on here, so it's tripping me up. But yeah, 27 million watching on YouTube. Come on over. We're on YouTube. Link is in my story. It's real easy. Come over, subscribe, smash that notification bell, click the subscribe button, like the video. Appreciate you guys coming on over and watching on YouTube. It's a lot better view, better experience and everything. So come on over. I'm going to say that a ton of times. So you guys are getting in like the side piece view. But if you can, watch me over on YouTube, and you can just, tilt your phone a little bit, and then you get that whole view of Big T. So come on over. So Oki said he is a sucker for buffaloes, so he had to get the buffalo one. Yeah, so there's 4 different ones. There was a stallion, Ride or Die. I think Ride or Die probably would have been my pick. And then the other 2, let me grab like this is the disadvantage of not having everything in front of me, like I used to have on the Instagram. So I'm still trying to make this work. So it's a little bit of a learning process and everything, but we'll get it going. We'll get it fixed and everything. And hopefully I'll be able to do everything I was able to do on Instagram. So yeah, stallion, Ride or Die. Why is this not loading? The app is not loading. Tough, which was the buffalo, and horny. So there you go. So those were the 4 in there. We also did see some leather hats drop. We had 4 different leathers. We had a panther, red stallion came back, a black cock, and white tiger leather, white leather on that one. So that one did drop. This thing is killing me tonight with the comments not showing up. So I got to keep scrolling it up. I don't know what happened to this thing. You know what I'm going to do? Hold on a second. All right, let's see if that works. Because that's going to drive me nuts. Like usually the scroll moves itself, and it's not moving itself. So I'm stuck on the same comment over here. Not things that you guys would give a shit about. Come on over to YouTube. It's much better experience over here. Still not working over here. But thank you guys for watching on Instagram. I know the number's low over there because most of the people are now over on YouTube. So appreciate that. Also other stuff that's been dropping. We have the dry goods with the, that also did get dropped with this hat. So that one is on there. The canvas. There was also some shirts that went along with this in green and in black. So there is a lot of new stuff that's been dropping. So grab it while you can. Some of it is, pretty cool, pretty nice. So yeah, the comments are, something's up with Instagram. So it's not moving. The comment scroll is good. So it almost makes me want to kill the Instagram, but I will leave it up and running for the people who are not able to watch on YouTube just yet. But if you are able to watch on YouTube, come on over. All right. So that's new pickups as far as hats go. Last Saturday, I hit something on sneakers. So let me adjust here a little bit. So some of the sneaker guys will know. Put this up for YouTubers and for the Instagram side piece over here to watch. Before I even unveil these, some of you guys will probably already know what I'm about to show. So the hardcore sneakerheads out there, J Balvin 3s dropped on Saturday. I was lucky enough to be one of like 4,500 people on sneakers to get them. Like I couldn't even believe it. Like, did I hit something? So here's the box. Like there was like a sleeve, like what I just showed you. I just unveiled was like the box condom. So like this thing like was over the box, and it's like a little piece of, you can hear it, makes a little noise. So it's like a sleeve, like a plastic sleeve. So here's the actual box. I'll actually show you on both screens here. Got a little sun, like a little sun on there with that, Balvin logo on there. Take that box lid off. Try not to damage any of this. Got some nice tissue paper in there, and it says it in Spanish and it says it in English. It says, "A sunset always reminds me a new day full of opportunity is coming." That's pretty something that resonates a lot with me right about now, something that resonates a little bit with me. We the ones over here. We the ones over here too. So let's get down to the sneakers. The presentation, a lot of people have been saying on these, is very, very nice. Balvin 3s. They even put like a little piece of like cardboard, as you guys can see. I put the camera right in there. See that little piece of cardboard in between the heel tab and like this, like the heel is kind of like it's like a suede. So there's some suede material right on the, like a tan suede on there. Box condoms, how they keep the numbers so low for a limited. Yep, that's how they keep them well. That's how Charisma would have wrote something like that. So people are watching, Distinguished is watching Lions Packers. This sucks that the freaking, I do not have Burrow ass. No, I don't, bro. So anyway, let's get back to the Balvins. Got that faded color into the heel tab. That's like, and you see it on here too. It fades from like a yellow into like a pinkish red, then to like a purple, well, on the other side as well. And then it's just this nice, like off-white leather on the upper. And then on the we got the cement, the elephant print on the toe box. All around is just this nice tumbled like off-white leather. So it's just all around nice. You got the gold Jumpman on the heel, or on the tongue. On the inner, it's like a mustard color on the behind the tongue there. And then it's like the same kind of like tannish on the inside in here. So translucent underneath. So it's like a see-through sole. And it is. That's basically what it is. It's like a sunset. Like this is like all like a nice sunset kind of theme to them, the J Balvin 3s. So unbelievable hit for me. Photos coming soon. I'll pair them up with something. I've already got an idea of what hat I'd probably pair these up with, but I'm shocked that I hit. So I couldn't even believe that I hit on Saturday, but awesome hit for me. So I still can't even believe it. So Balvin 3s. So that was my big pickup on Saturday, and they arrived actually today. So I just got them in hand today. So that is my big pickup. And that's it for sneakers and hats as far as what's come in the door. We'll talk a little bit about Orlando. So we're 2 weeks away from Orlando event, which is now going to be October 13th through 15th. A lot of people were questioning whether or not the event was going to happen. I kind of got right into talking about new pickups before I've talked about what's been going on the past couple weeks. So let's do that, and then we'll talk about Orlando a little bit. So I had to take a week off. I thank you guys for all reaching out to me with your well wishes and, kind words and everything. Part of the reason that there's a bunch of reasons why I had to take a break. One of them was I hadn't taken a break from doing this in over a year. I've been doing the show nonstop, like every single week for over 52 weeks, at least one show a week. So that was part of it. A little bit of burnout, a little bit of stuff going on, like personal stuff. Um, there were some things that had happened that were very disappointing to me. There was some things that again, nothing is ever perfect in somebody's life. Like nobody's life has and if it is, like congratulations to you. But I don't ever think that there's ever a time when you've got every single piece of the pie hitting at its best. Like it's always like you've always got that one. There's one little piece that's like, damn, like I look at it like, it's like friends, family, work life, money, um, relationship is a piece in there. For me, running is a piece. Like my athletic stuff is a piece, being able to work out, being not in pain, which is something I haven't had fully in like over 2.5 years at this point. So I've been, I mean, you guys know I've been in physical therapy for almost 4 months. We the ones, and it's a drain. There's a lot of stuff that drains on you. Like you know, you're doing like so many different things. We're on YouTube, by the way. That's why the number is so low over here. People are coming. We're on YouTube, so come on over to YouTube. Big party over on YouTube. Everybody's watching over there. So this is like the side piece camera right now. So um, YouTube link in my story. So yeah, so I just had so much shit. Like I'll tell you, like not like I wasn't like break down to the point where I'm like getting checked into a place or anything. Like I know there was a lot of people who were probably talking some shit or whatever, like oh whatever. I don't want to do that fucking shit no more. But whatever. You guys can people can say whatever they want. Everybody's got something in their life. Everybody's got some shit that they got to do. I'm not perfect. I'm not invincible. I've said it before. I'll be totally transparent and honest with you. People who come to Orlando will talk about it more. On here, I'm going to talk about stuff a little bit, but you're not going to get the whole fucking view into everything. I'm not going to do that. I'm not somebody who's going to broadcast every single thing in my life. I've got a great wife. I've got two great dogs. My parents are good. Um, there's some things as far as work goes that I can't stand. I can't stand my job right now. I probably shouldn't even say that out loud, but I do. It's just how I feel. Um, and there's been some disappointments. Um, I don't need to rehash it out. You guys know what's happened. Um, it is what it is. And the thing that was the toughest for me was to not do the show last week because I feel like I'm disappointing you guys to look forward to me doing this. And not like I'm like, oh my God, like I'm some big fucking like thing in your life or whatever. But for some people, like, I mean, I know that you guys do look forward to coming in and being a part of the community and wanting to interact with each other and with me and doing this. So I think it's a part of our Thursday nights. It's become like a thing for us. Like Thursday night, 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock Pacific for you guys on the West Coast. It's our time. Like this is our thing to do now. Like we've done it so consistently and for so long that we've become adjusted to like this is what we want to do on Thursday nights. So like that's why I didn't want to break the cycle. I didn't want to like stop doing it and like have like a risk potentially losing you guys. Like I don't want to I've had YouTubers that I followed and I've watched them basically destroy their followings by not posting content. So there you go. It's our time. It's our time to do this and to, talk and shoot the shit, have some fun, kick back and, have a drink and, take your pants off and do whatever you're doing over there. And, hopefully you guys, as I said, when everybody stops enjoying what I'm doing is when I'll stop doing it. But the feedback that I got from so many of you, and I can't say how much it means to me that all the messages that I received last Thursday was take your break, take your time, come back when you're ready. So many kind words from so many people, some people that I don't even really know that well. And we have our usual cast of characters that watch the show that we know of, but there's so many people that watch, like they don't even comment. Like there's 24 million people watching right now, but only like a handful, like or 5 to 10 of you actually comment while we're watching. And I feel like there's so many people who are like behind the scenes, like who are watching, and they're like they just don't speak up. And like again, like I listen to like radio shows. I'm not somebody who calls into radio shows, so they never know about me. Like I'm just like a number, a statistic. Like they don't know that I'm, who I am or what my, what I anything about me. So I appreciate those of you who are watching. If I don't know you like personally, like it's cool to send me a message. It's cool to say hi, whatever. I don't want you to ever feel like I'm that person who's not going to respond to you. Am I going to respond to the free hat requests? No. Am I going to respond to the how can I be an ambassador and do exactly what you're doing and copy everything you're doing message? No, I'm not going to respond to that either. And I did, you know, kind of like take a step back from like a lot of the things like over the past week too. Like I haven't been as lightning quick with the responses on some messages or in my Facebook group and things like that. So that's one of the things that like I'm going to try and manage my time a little bit better because I was running this like 24/7 almost. Like I'd wake up in the middle of the night to take a piss and I'm responding to messages. And I got to back away from some of that stuff. Like I love you guys and I do want to give you like, your answers and responses and everything. But there's some things that like I need to like take a step back and like not be on my phone 24/7. So that's one of the things that like I think that a lot of the burnout came from that. And I was pedal to the metal. I was and I'm not to say that I'm, gonna let up and not work as hard or anything, because I am. I'm gonna still work my ass off for this. But I am just trying to restructure it so I can still do and be the best at what I'm doing for all of you and continue to do it so I don't have to take breaks and things like that. So yeah, Gio, Regalami Unagoras are gonna be not responding to that shit no more. Thank you, Mouse Cop. says he loves me. My content's the best. He enjoys just listening, but he can't. He does have to jump in and talk when he can. So we appreciate it. Yeah, the wife understands finding the balance. She knows that I've sacrificed a lot. Like there's it's almost like to look back at it some of the times like every Friday for the longest time, like from 2:30 until my time, 2:30 Eastern time, until sometimes you wouldn't even believe it doesn't slow down until like 9 o'clock at night. It's almost like I'm putting in like a 7 hour a day responding to messages and dealing with things. So there was Friday drops where it was like phone in my hand, nonstop. Like, and any of you guys who've been around me, like while a Friday drop has been going on, my friends, and they've seen it. Like, they're like, my attention is in this device and it's not to the world around me, which is something that I mean, like, again, I do want to be there and like be as responsive and everything, but I do have to take that little step back, like maybe like cut it down to like an hour or two and not a 7 hour night. Like that stuff has got to stop a little bit. So, but anyway, so there's not really a big revelation. There's not like you know, I was checked into a rehab or anything. There's none of that shit. I was still around. You could see I was still active on Instagram, except for a few days. So I'm all right. I'm not jumping off a bridge or anything yet. And again, mental health is important, and I'm not making light of it or anything. I know a lot of people who struggle with mental health stuff, and it's nothing to joke about. Depression is a real thing. There's people out there who just suffer from chronic depression. My depression issues come from actual like external things. It's not like internal depression. Like I think I'm not psychology major, but I think there's like external and internal depressions like where it's like chemical imbalance or something in your brain. Like some people are just like, no matter what, like they could win $1 million and they're still depressed. I'm not that. I just, when something like, it can't even just say like it was like weeks. There was just like months, if not years, of just like, I feel like sometimes like you just feel like you can't catch a break on some stuff, and it becomes overwhelming, and it hurts. It hurts, and some of the stuff that I dealt with. Again, I don't want to rehash it. I don't even want to really talk about it on here that much, but it's it's stuff you got to work. You know, what I mean, like there are unfair things that you can't control sometimes that do happen, and um, good people do suffer sometimes. And again, are there mistakes I've made? Sure, yeah, there's mistakes I've made. I'm human. We've talked about it. There's things I regret in this that I wish I didn't do. They might not be the things that you think. They might not be the things that you think I regret. But there are things that I could have done differently along the way, and I've lived and learned. And we're a different Big T than we were in September of 2022. I'm a different Big T now. I've lived and learned. I'm another year more mature of way things, and I've seen the shit that I've dealt with in the past. Let's just say 6 months has prepared me for bigger and better things. So we'll leave it at that. I appreciate you all who have been very supportive. As I've always said, I appreciate your loyalty. And I promise that if you stick around, people are asking me for free hats on this Instagram too. What's going on, JC? On YouTube, come on over to YouTube. Link is in my story. For those of you that are loyal, I will be just as loyal, if not more. So I will always give you my all. You'll get the first responses to messages. You'll get the most access to things that I have available. And you'll get the best of me. That's all I say. And it's reciprocal. Like you give me your best, and you're a good person and you're a nice person to me. I'm going to be the same back to you. So that's the way I operate. And I've never been a dick or an asshole to anybody who's been a nice person to me, and that's a fact. You can go through all the skeletons in my closet, and you can go through and look at, if there's ever been a person who's been nice to me, you'll be able to interview him and say, Big T's never been an asshole to me. That's a fact. So I am accepting of everybody and anybody. I don't care what you are, races, genders, nothing. I don't give a shit about any of that. If you're a nice person, then you're gold in my book. That's the way I look at it. So appreciate you all watching on YouTube, watching on Instagram. That's my spiel. And Mouse Guys, and to those who are still here, thank you. Suicide Boys. I don't know them. Is that a band or something? I don't know. Maybe I don't know them. But thank you guys all in the chat. I am seeing Crazy Hawk saying can't control circumstances, but we can choose how we respond to deal and feel with those circumstances. That's true. That's true. Thank you, Luca. I appreciate that, man. What's going on, ALV? We're over on YouTube. If you guys want to come over to YouTube, I'd say it like 15 million times. But let's also talk about, I did have a Bills hat too. I forgot to show you this too. I got this on NFL Shop. So new era, kind of got what you would call a core mesh in the back, blue snap in the back. Just got the old standing buffalo on there. Hunter, you said you like buffaloes. I think you're a Chiefs fan though, I think, aren't you? I could be wrong. I know Mouse Cop is a Chiefs fan, but I'm a Bills fan. Don't hate me. What did the Bills ever do to anybody? Come on. But let's talk about a little bit more like what we've got on the table tonight. I want to mention, as I always mention, my link tree is in my bio on Instagram. So if you want to check that out, go ahead and check it out. I got deals in there. I've got all kinds of links: DTLR, Finish Line, JD Sports, Container Store, all these cases behind me you see with the hats in them. That is a link on there that I have. Um, I've got what else? Lady Gaga makeup, Sam's Club, Southwest Airlines, all kinds of shit on there. Check out my link tree. And if you're watching on YouTube and you don't follow me on Instagram already, you can follow me at Big T5279. You can also follow Hat Talk Live on Instagram. And you can also follow Big T Runs if you want to follow my journey back into road racing. And you can also check out. Oh, do you want to see the hat? Sorry, bro. See, people on Instagram wanted to see it too. Here you go. Real John Batts. Sorry, man. Come on over to Instagram. You can see everything a lot clearer. Just follow my pages on Instagram. Also, Facebook group Goran Bros Fans. You can check that out. Best Facebook group, best moderated Facebook group on Facebook as far as Goran goes. Might as well take the time right now to talk about this since I am bringing up the Facebook group. There's another Facebook group which is horribly moderated, which I'm not afraid to say because I just say whatever I feel is the truth, and it is the truth. It is a horribly moderated group. And I know the people who moderate it. I've dealt with them in the past. They were lazy before. They're still lazy now. And there was a person in there who has been creating profiles, fake profiles, using other people's pictures of Goran hats and posting them for sale. So this person has ripped off probably a dozen people at least. I was made aware of this person by one of you guys. I don't know. I mean, last Bill, I don't think he cares if I say it. He kind of made me aware of the first profile that this kid created. Then he created another profile that was actually the name of somebody else who was already in the group. He basically duplicated and like catfished, like he like pretended to be this other person who was also a hat seller. And he's in there posting hats and fucking ripping people off left and right. So I had a responsibility last night in my group. I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm going to post this shit. Like, this kid is not going to get away with it. Like, I had already removed him from my Facebook group. I had already said, all right, I knew that this was a scammer. People had told me, I knew the profiles, and I've got good moderators in my group who watch out and they can spot things. So he's ripping people off in the other group. I made a post in my group. Sure enough, a little bit later, the Big T influence came to light because somebody in my group must have said something over there and they removed the person finally. But that's not to say that this person won't create another fake Facebook profile. So my point is, you have to be careful in this. Please, please, please be careful who you are buying from on the secondary market as far as resellers go. There are a lot of scammers right now. It is bad. It is the worst that I've ever seen it. These people are thieves, scumbag thieves, and they're taking your money and they're not going to give it back. And I don't know how you're going to get it back. So please do not deal with people you don't know. And also, here's a tip. If somebody posts photos of hats and you see inconsistent backgrounds, like one photo is on a couch, one photo is on a carpet, one photo is on hardwood floor, one photo is on a shelf. If they don't match up a little bit, like if you're not seeing like some similarities in where this person is taking their photos to sell, don't buy from that person. I'm just going to put it flat out there. Don't buy from them. Second, take a look at their Facebook profile. Go deep, search, balls deep, go deep. Do they have a history on Facebook that you can see? Did they just create their Facebook profile yesterday? Stay away from that. And if they don't have multiple photos of the hat, forget it. If I were you, if you're going to buy on the secondary market from resellers, I would ask the person, hey, I want a picture of the tags in the back, or I want a picture of exactly this. Make them work. And if they want your money, they'll have no problem sending you that photo. If they don't have that photo, fuck it. I would be done. Don't even bother with that shit. Be done and don't even give them your money. But I would ask for something specific. Ask them for a close-up of the drip on sloppy. Ask them for something like, hey, I want to see a close-up of the underbrim on something. Make them take a photo. Simple as that. I mean, I know in sneaker game, there's people who like, they'll put a piece of paper or a card. It'll say something like, it would say like Big T, 9/28/23. You know, like they just write something out, or they just use their business card. So there's a lot of things you can do to protect yourself, but God, you don't think that everybody posting is legit and trustworthy. That's the main point I want to get through. Goran Bros fans, I moderate it. I am the owner of it. I have good moderators, but again, things can happen and we're not responsible for any of that. But we are doing the best we can to moderate it and keep the scumbags out. And I've done the best I can, but you have to do your due diligence too and buy from good people. And it's tough to manage. And that's why I don't deal with any of this reselling. I don't resell myself. I never have. And I don't buy anything second off the secondary market. And I'm not trying to ruin anybody's game out there. I know a lot of you guys are into that stuff, but it's not my thing. So let's go back to comments real quick. I wanted to touch the screen there, but that's not touchscreen. Hunter was saying he's not a big NFL fan, but he did always like the Bills logo. He grew up watching the Cowboys. So he'd say they would probably be his favorite team. Yeah, who's got time to make fake profiles? Exactly. Tristan saying always buy from the first party, not the resellers. Also, if the prices sound too good to be true, they probably are. As the wife is saying. Close-up pick request is a great idea. Angie's saying, Charisma says good tips. Trust no one like the X-Files, Tristan is saying. So thank you, Sean. Appreciate that, bro. It's great to have you guys back in here. I appreciate everybody watching on both formats. So we got 30 plus million watching between the both. I know you're a Steelers fan, Nick. I know you're a Steelers fan. I don't know if I went to Steelers Bills last year, actually. We won that game. Not to rub it in or anything. But thank you guys. All right. So that's my spiel on scammers. I promised I was going to talk about Doge. I messaged customer support about the Doge hat and the offer, like for, you had to do the mail-in thing. You sent your name back, sent the postage paid card back into Goran, and we were supposed to get like an offer. They are still working on it. Apparently there is something in the works, and it has something to do with the app, I was told by customer service. So there is something that's like built into the app that's going to have something to do with those cards. So I guess patience is a virtue, and hopefully sometime soon, as we can see in the comments there, I won't say anything, it's coming. So there you go. There's your confirmation live here on Hat Talk Live. So there is something coming. So hold on a little bit longer and we'll see it. We'll see it come to fruition soon, hopefully. So let's see here. What else do I want to talk about? Let's talk about this week's Friday drop since it's getting kind of late-ish. We'll talk about that. So I'll share my photo on Instagram. If you're watching on Instagram, you got a bonus. You get the photo over there. So 5 down tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, 12 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mexico time on the Goran World app. And so this person is saying the Doge holders are going to have access to exclusive product going forward. So there's an exclusive Hat Talk Live exclusive for you. So that's good stuff. So if you did buy the Doge hat, you're going to have a key into the exclusive stuff coming in the future here. So that's great news for the people who did send that card back. All right, so back to the Friday drop, 3 p.m. Eastern time, 12 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mexico time in the Goran World app, now available on Android and on the iPhone the App Store, iPhone App Store, whatever you want to call it, iOS. It is available on both formats. There's a ton more countries that are now available to have shipping to right now. So worldwide almost. I mean, there's a ton of countries that just popped up. So all over the place. If you are in any of these other countries, it seems like there's a lot more options now. So my US it seems like is getting filtered out or phased out. And it looks like more and more customers are going to be able to buy direct right through Gorin. So that's you know a great thing. It's a great thing. And it also creates more competition, though, as I've said before. So you got to be quick. You got to be ready. You know your drop time. 3 p.m. Eastern time, 12 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mexico time. I sound like a carny when I do that. What happened to the Cockhat for Friday drop? Again, drops are subject to change. So this one might have skipped the line a little bit, but as far as what I can see, slated for tomorrow, it says 9/29, 2023 is 5 down. So what I'm seeing is it looks like a green, kind of almost like a metallic with a split panel brim. It looks like it's split. One side is white, one side is like a metallic green, and it's got some zigzag white stitching, zigzag green stitching, alternating white and green stitching on there. So that's what we've got to look forward to. I've gotten a ton of messages this week from people who are interested in this one, and they're all like, I'm interested. I'm like, I'm excited about this one. And that's the first time in a little bit where I've had that kind of excitement coming through my DMs. So I anticipate tomorrow to be a fire drop. And I think that we're going to be, back into the swing of things. I think that this is going to be something special tomorrow. I really do. I don't know. I have no inside information, but from what I'm, feeling, and I just have that, when we see the 10th of a hat, it's hard to make that decision as like, oh, is this going to be fire or not? We're seeing the brim here. It looks nice. It looks like it's something different and nice. Like this is definitely something we haven't seen before. Like I don't recall a split brim ever like this. So we'll see tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, 12 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mexico time. Shipping all over the place, so now available. So get ready tomorrow. You guys will be ready on Nick, Distinguished Gentleman is saying it may be a double up day tomorrow. So there you go. We the ones. So appreciate all of you guys. I dripped all over my my notes here. Hopefully the app is working better for you guys. I haven't really heard too much bitching in my direction lately. So hopefully the app is working a little bit better than it has, or was working. So hopefully that's working good. Crazy Hawk had wanted me to mention Nordstrom. So Nordstrom had posted up some photos of Carousel 1.0. They posted the high horse cocky with the red trim and then the red leaves on the brim. So a bunch of people like pulled down their pants and they were like all fucking excited. And they thought that they were going to get first edition Carousel hats. I kind of knew you guys weren't going to. I hate to be like, I told you so, but I fucking told you so. I knew you weren't getting fucking Carousel 1. I knew it. Like it was just like they shipped out gold leaves and gold trim all over the place. So I just kind of knew that it wasn't going to be red leaves, but Crazy Hawk, he took a chance, as he said, I mean, I commented right back. I was like, I'll believe it when I see it. I just knew it wasn't going to be. So I'd seen there was another retailer. I believe it was a guy who has a store in Texas. He had done the same thing. He had posted up a picture. It was red trim, red leaves on the Carousel hats. And I asked him, I was like, hey, can you confirm it's going to be red trim, red leaves? Because I would have been interested too, because I don't have those. And he's like, no, it's gold leaves, gold trim. So I don't think, unless something changes, I don't think we're going to see those coming back. But as Filter would say, hey man, nice shot, right? Right, Crazy Hawk? You know that one. So there you go. That's the Nordstrom story of the week there. Let's talk about, we'll finish this up. We're kind of doing a show like almost in reverse. 2 weeks away. Can you believe it? Can you guys believe it? 2 weeks. We will be live from Orlando for Hat Talk Live for life. Orlando, Florida, October the 13th through 15th, 2023. We are back. Our fourth live event. And boy, it kind of did come up. Like I announced this back in July, and it feels like just like a little while ago that I announced this. Like, but so much has changed in the time since I announced this, and I'm just glad it's here. So it's almost here. 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and we will be in sunny, warm Florida. Pack your shorts, pack your tank tops, and don't forget to check out the Hat Talk Live store on Printify. Link is in my link tree, and if you need it, you can message me. For people coming to the event, all I ask is that you do buy a Hat Talk Live shirt, tank top. Strongly suggest the tank tops for how hot it's going to be. Hoodie, you're probably not going to need a hoodie. I've been checking the temperatures. It's like 88, low of like 72 in Orlando. So I don't even think at night we're going to need hoodies, but I'd pack those lighter, warmer clothes because it's going to be, it looks like it could be a roaster down in Orlando. So we're going to get some good weather. I'm going to get some pool time in during the daytime. And then we're going to hang out with the Hat Talk Live Army at night. Schedule is as follows for as far as what I can say is going to happen right now. I will be live normal time on October 12th, live from Orlando. And then on Friday night, we'll be doing a special Hat Talk Live where I will have actual members of the Hat Talk Live Army present, as you've seen with my other 3 events. So I will be having special guests. I'll be able to have, members of the Hat Talk Live Army live in person on the show. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great time. We always have, it's always so much better with the live audience. The live audience definitely brings the fire because the laughter, they can boo me if they want to, like they can, it's the crowd reaction is just awesome when we have the live events, and it's fueled by alcohol too. So, it's going to get out of control. So 2 weeks from tomorrow night, 2 weeks from tonight, I'll be live, normal show. And then 2 weeks from tomorrow night, a very special Friday night live Hat Talk Live poolside. Haven't done that yet. Poolside Hat Talk Live from Orlando, Florida. It is going to be a show. So I'm looking forward to seeing many of the people that I've already met at my previous events that are coming to this event. And I'm looking forward to meeting many new people that I've never met before. Crazy Hawk, Geo. There's a lot of people in the Orlando area that are going to be attending this one that I haven't met. So I'm very, very excited to meet some of these loyal friends that I've, encountered over the past, 18 months for the first time in Hat Talk Live, at Hat Talk Live for life. Orlando, Florida. Get those NWO Hat Talk Live style shirts. Bring those shirts, buy those shirts, and make sure you wear them to the event on Friday night so we can take a nice photo with them and everything. So that's the instructions. Jilly just got hers. Jenny's gotten hers. It is going to be a fun time. The people who have come to my events, they're my feedback. You can test them out. Ask them, is Hat Talk Live really worth going to? I can't see if any of them would say no. Even the haters. The haters wish they could still come. It's a fact. They do. So, but they still tell you they had a great time. I don't know how they couldn't have. It was Vegas too was a great event. So there you go. So as far as YouTube goes, make sure you're subscribed. It's important. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video. Feel free to rewatch it. What you do while you're rewatching it is up to you. I don't need to know about any of that stuff, but that's fine. And definitely click that notification bell so you're notified if I do ever do any surprise lives. And for those of you that are on Instagram, make sure you're coming over to YouTube. Link is in my story right now. It's in my link tree also. Subscribe to Hat Talk Live on YouTube, and you can watch me on your big screen TVs. You can watch me anywhere, YouTube is found. So I'm trying to get this going over here. So definitely appreciate you guys coming over and watching on YouTube. So that's what we're trying to do. Yes, definitely subscribe. It's going to be fire in Orlando. It's going to be hot. There's going to be peaches. There's going to be lots of alcohol. There's going to be lots of laughter and fun and great stories and behind the scenes things. And it's going to be a great time. As I said, I've never had anybody leave disappointed. So, and there's always going to be surprises. So you never know what's going to happen. So, I got my Hat Talk Live bathing suit ready. I mean, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go tomorrow if I had to. So, Hat Talk Live Orlando, it's upon us in 2 weeks. So one more show in this room, and then you'll see me from basically the hotel room probably, or maybe I'll give you like a sneak peek of what you'll be seeing on the Friday night show on Thursday night in 2 weeks. I'll give you that. Maybe. We'll see. But appreciate you guys watching on Instagram. I'll go down a rundown of who was watching on Instagram. We got JD Lario, so he's going to be in Orlando too. Sean's going to be in Orlando. The wife is going to be in Orlando. Metalcore, so I haven't met her yet, and she's going to be in Orlando. She's also watching. K Dizzle, four-time attendee. If that doesn't tell you that I put on good events, I don't know what does. The fact that I've got multiple people that are coming back for fourth time. They're traveling from Vegas to come to my event in Orlando. And Jilly, they're coming from where I don't want to give everybody's locations out, but they're coming from the West Coast. So, and this is their fourth time as well. So, Corporal Jilly girl, she's watching on the YouTube now. She's not on the side piece no more. We got Renato, we got Rivera, Leonardo, Jonathan, and Edwin, all watching on the Instagram feed. Appreciate you guys watching. No matter how you're watching, I appreciate you watching. Put it that way. So I think that's all I got. I think I've ran out of gas. I think I've done a good hour and almost, 12-minute show. I'll say peace out to Instagram, and then I'll stick around on YouTube. So you get a little bonus footage on YouTube also. So, all right, guys, Friday drop tomorrow, 5 down, not A-Town down. I know you guys, Crazy Hawk is probably A-Town down. 5 down tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, 12 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mexico time on the Gorn World app. Be ready. I got a feeling it's going to be fire tomorrow, so be ready on time tomorrow. You don't want to be one of the people who misses out. So, as always, I'll see you next week. I'm Big T. This is Hat Talk Live. Peace. All right, so we're done on Instagram. So we'll do a little post show. The director's cut. It's like that Basic Instinct director's cut that I had as a 12-year-old boy that I shouldn't have had. Charisma saw the peaches. He saw the peaches in San Diego. Yeah, so any of you guys, wife is pointing out where the like button is. So definitely make sure you like the video. It all helps. Everything helps. So it's all free too. So like, subscribe, notification bell. It all helps in the algorithm for me. So I appreciate you guys doing that. So I appreciate all 22 million of you guys watching here tonight. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys coming back in strong numbers and everything for me. What did you? Charisma watching accounts on here like Mick Foley watching characters or switching characters on WWE. I know. Oh, you're switching counts. Yeah. He's probably the man of like many accounts. He's got at least 3 Instagrams. So yeah, like this MF video. I don't even say that, Tristan. But appreciate you guys. All right. Thank you. It is a successful episode number 2. I'll have it posted tonight. It should be right up there. So that's that. Barbecue Davies in here. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. A lot of you guys will be seeing in 2 weeks. I'm very excited about that. So anything else you guys got before I get out of here? We almost hit the full time, almost 10 o'clock. So going strong. You guys watch right till the end. That says something. It's appreciated, right? Love you guys for real. Yeah, his other YouTube name is Getting in Big T's Room. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. But we might be planning a Vegas trip, though. So he might finally get in my room, Crazy Hawk. I don't know. We might be planning a trip. We're not the same bed though. It's going to be separate beds, but fucker better not wake me up at 6 o'clock in the morning bouncing on my bed, or else I'm kicking him out. He's going to sleep on the strip. I can't wait either, JD. Yes, make sure you like the video. I appreciate you guys supporting that. Share it. Hey, share the video. Tell your friends I'm on YouTube. Get them to subscribe. If they're into hats, if they're into pop culture, let's get this big. Let's grow this thing. Get this as big as we can. Hey, 22 million is great. We can definitely take this even further. So, all right, guys, I'm going to end this. Thank you guys a lot for watching tonight. As always, mention the Friday drop tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, 12 p.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Central time, 1 p.m. Mexico on the Gorin World app. Be ready. I'm telling you, I'm calling this one. This one's going to be a fire drop tomorrow. So watch out. I don't know shit. All right. I'm Big T. Hat Talk Live episode 2 is a wrap on YouTube. Peace.